Everybody, this is Michelle. Michelle's gone through a lot. You see, I want to show you a wedding picture of Michelle and her husband, Jameric. Now, this should have been the happiest day of their lives. But instead of being blissful, both Michelle and Jameric agree their wedding day was a complete disaster. So much so, it has brought them to our show in need of a paternity test. Now listen, everybody, to this story. You won't believe it. When Michelle and her husband, Jameric, got married 1 year ago, what should have been the happiest day of their lives quickly turned into a wedding day disaster.
We're fighting so much. My wedding day was a disaster.
Their doomed wedding day soon led to an argument between these newlyweds that would nearly destroy their relationship.
It felt like it was a sign that we shouldn't have got married because everything went wrong. I left and so with his best friend, Chris.
The honeymoon was definitely over for these two when Michelle then discovered she was pregnant.
I was scared to death because I didn't know if it belonged to my husband or his best friend.
Michelle's fears were not eased once the baby was born.
My heart stopped because it looks white. Every day, my husband looks at her like he's just waiting for her to get darker. I don't want to lose my family. I'm so sorry.
What's the problem when we look at that screen, Michelle?
She's white. My husband's black.
Your husband told our producers that he keeps waiting for the baby to change.
He does. He looks at her fingers every day and just says they're going to get darker tomorrow. I swear they are.
He wants to be the father of this child.
He loves her.
Chris, this ex-best friend, and Jameric coming to the wedding together. Then there was all kinds of things going on. People were late. They were late. Other people were late. There was all kinds of knockdown, drag-outs at the wedding.
My mom wasn't there.
So when it was all over,
Words.
and you said, I'm getting out of here, you slammed the door and left. Where'd you go?
To Chris's house.
What happened then?
We slept together.
And Chris really is hoping he is not the father. Watch.
When me and my wife, Michelle, got married, I thought we were going to have a happy and simple life together. I never thought that her and my friend would betray me the way they have.
I warned Jameric about Michelle and her slutty ways, and I told him not to marry her. But he didn't listen, so I slept with her to prove a point.
When Michelle became pregnant, I just wanted to put the whole betrayal behind me and be there for the baby.
Michelle says I'm the father of this baby, and I know it's very light. But she is such a whore that this could be any white man's baby.
I know Serenity's not dark like me, but I really do believe that she's mine.
I pray every night that I'm not the father of this baby, so I'm waiting on the DNA test to prove what I already know.
If the test comes back negative, I'll be hurt, but I'll still be there for her. She's my little girl regardless.
Well, we're going to meet Chris later on. But Jameric seems like a hell of a guy. Here's your husband, Jameric.
I'm sorry.
She's in a lot of pain. How much can I say it's for real that you're going to stay around here with this marriage and this child if you're not the father?
Definite.
So do you think there's a possibility that you're the father of this child?
Very strong possibility.
Really?
Her feet are shaped the same way as mine. You know, long, slender toes, odd shaped at the bottom.
This is not a foregone conclusion with you.
I'm holding my position strong regardless. Even if it turns out that it's not my baby, she's going to have someone consistent in her life regardless.
Well, there's one other person involved here, and that's Chris. He doesn't want to be the father. Here's Chris. They look at you as the bad guy here, I guess.
Yep.
Would you prefer to be friends with him?
Nope.
No?
No.
Why not? Were? You were friends?
Were at one point in time. We actually grew up together. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be a friend of his again?
I don't know. He thinks I'm the bad person about the whole situation when it wasn't. It takes two.
It's just as much your fault as it was mine.
You shouldn't have stepped past that boundary.
You shouldn't try to turn a hoe into a housewife.
Think that's your child?
Possibility. I'm hoping it's not. No.
You think it's Jameric's child?
No. But there's no telling whose it is.
If it does turn out to be his, there will be child support.
What's that got to do with you? What's that got to do with you?
Yours, you will take care of your responsibility.
It just shows how stupid you are getting on stage with a white baby. It shows how stupid you are.
In the case of 3-week-old Serenity, Jameric, you are not the father. Case of 3-week-old Serenity, Chris, you are the.
They said we're gonna support. She got her daddy.
You're gonna raise. You're gonna.
I got this. I got the job. I got this.